This is Cody here with my UFC 92 recap. Just watched Al Turk versus Congo. Nothing much to say, but dirty pool, Congo. All your fights seem to have low blows, and I don't know. I'm still not sure if that's your tricky low knees or you playing dirty. But either way, it was an alright fight. I expected Congo to win, and he did. After trading low blows with Al Turk, he finally got some shots in and jumped in and barraged him to death. Watch those knees, man. It's going to start coming to haunt you. So, alright fight. I hate watching low blows. I mean, it's really... I'd rather watch a chick fight than watch that. So, let's hope this card starts picking up soon. Next fight was Vanderlei Silva versus Rampage Jackson. Very cautious fight to start. You can understand that. Both fighters have a lot to lose in this fight. Just feeling each other out, you know, playing the game. Just feeling each other out, buying time, and scuffles here and there. Finally, Silva goes in and misses. Rampage comes back. That little hook right in there on the jaw. Down goes Silva. And it's just almost like people. Yeah, I think I've heard Tito Ortiz say it before, where you get KO'd over and over again until it's like a switch, just hitting a switch on the knob. You know, it's done. That's it. No Mercy was right. No Mercy got this one right. No Mercy, the game for the N64 with my little cows, creative wrestlers, are doing like it's 2-0. They picked the Liddell versus Silva. Actually, it has a thing against Vanderlei. Alright, they just showed Dan Evenson versus Patrick Berry. First off, I didn't know Dan Evenson looked like that. He looked really out of shape. He kind of looked like a 6'8" version of Tate Fletcher, if you'll remember him from The Ultimate Fighter 3. Just had love handles and stuff, and Patrick Berry's a little machine, man. He just kept on with his little kicks, really sharp kicks right at the knees and stuff. At one point, though, Dan had him down, but he wasn't able to do much, and Patrick Berry was able to stand up and avoid the ground game of Dan Evenson. So eventually, one leg, Dan put off his weight on one leg, and Patrick just wailed into it with a kick, and you can see the knee kind of just twist. I don't know if it popped or if it's the ACL or whatever it is, but it's not good. And Dan Evenson kind of hopped away and avoided any more conflict. So yeah, Patrick Berry surprised me. I'm going to make another promise like I did with Rashad when he fought Liddell. Now that Patrick Berry has won, I will not pick against him, at least for his next fight. So keep doing it, man. That was nice. Nice job. Just got finished watching CB Dollaway versus Mike Mussina. Close fight. I thought Mike really had CB there for a while. He got in, seemed like he rocked him a little bit. Went for the guillotine, had it sunk deep, but didn't have everything sunk up, and didn't have him in full guard. You know, he didn't have all his legs around him. And CB is finally able to buck out, work his position, and finally get a mount. Then make Mike scramble and give away his back, and from there, CB just kind of hit him on the sides of the face, which I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's really good stoppage. I would want to see a little more, and it's almost like you're at a stalemate at that position if you're able to hide your face real well, and you know the only option is to hit the guys in the back of the head. So maybe that's what the ref was thinking. Maybe I should stop this before this guy gets popped in the back of the head a few times. And I trust Yves Levine. I really like that ref. But yeah, just got done watching Matt Hamill versus sorry about that, Andy Reese. They're showing more of the prelims because everything's moving around so fast. Really fast-paced card. Kind of sluggish fight. Really, it's weird watching guys go out there that have no protection like this. You know, no guard standing up. It's just all down, you know, and just, you know, picking their shots. Real sluggish, kind of like some kind of caveman battle. But Matt got the better of the first round, and I really liked the pep talk he got in the second round. I mean, the guy was just letting up, and I guess you have to yell to someone who's deaf to help them understand what your lips are saying. And he just let into him and said, "You get out there and, you know, close this fight off." And he went in and he closed the fight off. He still looked sluggish, but he was hitting more shots, and just the body shot was nice. That it went on too long. I mean, that guy, Reese Andy, was out for a long time, and they let it go on a little too long. But yeah, that was a good fight. Good fight near the end. The first round, I mean, it's kind of too early UFC for me, but I like Hamill. I just wish he'd improve, his guard and stuff. But he's a powerful guy. He's got strength, and I'm always going to be a fan. So hopefully he keeps on improving, and they kind of build him back up after that loss to Franklin. And Reese Andy, I don't know, maybe a drop in weight class. He seems kind of short, 185 maybe calling. I don't know. He may need to go to some smaller shows and rack up some wins, something like that. Just got done watching Minotauro Nogueira versus Frank Mir. That was an interesting fight. I did not expect it to go down that way. But Mir was controlling the stand-up, pushing the action in the first round. Got a few takedowns by just his, great stand-up. His stand-up was really nice. He wasn't really, in guard a lot, but he was landing nice shots, getting in, linking combos even, which I haven't seen from Mir in a while. Just Nogueira looked out of it. He just looked out of place. He wasn't really doing much, just backpedaling a lot. Wasn't really, I think Rogan said it best, pulling the trigger on a lot of his shots. But Mir looked good in the first round. And also, I was thinking, in the back of my mind, I was thinking maybe Nogueira was just kind of jumping in the guard, hoping that Frank Mir would thought he got a good shot, and because he looked awake whenever he went down, So I was thinking maybe it was a psychological thing where he was trying to catch Mir when he came into the guard to try to finish him off. But in the second round, Mir catches him with this, then this again, the overhand left. Just hit him both times with the same shot. Usually you try to link combos with different shots, kicks, or whatever. But Mir's stubborn with that overhand left, wham, wham, and knocked Nogueira down, then got on top of him and just pretty much pounded him out. Nogueira looked lost when he was trying to get back up after the fight was called. So I call it good stoppage. There it is. Frank Mir, the first man ever to finish Nogueira in a fight ever. He could say, guys like Fedor weren't able to do it. It's crazy. That's a feather in his cap. And I really liked his interview afterwards. He didn't even think he was going to win this fight. He's been a lot better in interviews since The Ultimate Fighter than he was on The Ultimate Fighter. So I'll give him that. And I'm going to be pulling for him against Brock Lesnar. That's going to be a good fight. And that's funny, though. It's funny how MMA is. That's the fight I least expected. I thought it was going to be Nogueira versus Randy Couture for the title. But now we have Now we have Mir versus Lesnar again. And Mir promised to break something this time. So it's on. It's on. And finally we end with Rashad Evans versus Forrest Griffin. First round, pretty much Forrest taking the middle, kind of having more of the octagon control, landing several leg kicks, while Rashad came in every once in a while and landed more hits with his arm, his hands, real protective. It's almost a lot like how he fought against Liddell, except Forrest, he used more leg kicks to keep the distance from getting caught. Second round, so the first round I give to Forrest. Second round, even more of the same, with Forrest dominating it from the middle, kind of dictating the pace, and it seemed like Rashad was just looking for that one shot to put him away, like Liddell went away. But third round, you saw Rashad mix it up, and he said, well, I'm not going to wait for this one Hail Mary punch anymore. I'm going to go in there and make it happen for me. So you see Forrest go for a kick, and Rashad catches it and puts him down and just starts going apeshit on him. Just tries to pound him out real fast, just going all out. But then finally, Forrest corrals him with his guard, and he tries some stuff from there. He tries to, isolate on the arm and stuff, but really, none of it really works. He goes from, having a body triangle to just having, a guard, back and forth for a while. And then Rashad breaks loose, gets in like this. He just has a leg draped over him, but just starts pounding the crap out of Forrest. And eventually Forrest taps, or Forrest said it was his flailing body because Rashad was beating the crap out of him. It was just the motion of his, which is pretty funny. But Rashad wins, TKO. Good fight night. It's not a fight night, but it was a good night of fights. Good night. I'll catch you later.